Okay, so when the ventricular pressure increases further, then what happens? The semilunar valves which are present at the pulmonary and systemic artery, they are open. Okay, semilunar valves are open. So when the ventricular pressure increases further, then the semilunar valves, okay, which are present at the arcs, pulmonary and systemic artery, they are open. So when they are open, the blood moves from the ventricle to arteries, pulmonary and systemic arteries. Okay, right. So this is about ventricular systole. Okay, this is about ventricular systole. So generally the ventricular systole takes about 0.3 seconds. Okay, so generally the ventricular systole takes about 0.3 seconds. Okay, right. So now we know about the cardiac diastole. Okay, so what is cardiac diastole? Generally the cardiac diastole generally takes about 0.24 seconds. Okay, right. So in a cardiac diastole, so generally when the blood moves from the ventricles to arteries, then the ventricles are relaxed. Okay, so when the ventricles relax, then the pressure of the ventricles is reduced. Okay, so when the ventricular pressure is reduced, then the semilunar valves are closed. Okay, if the semilunar valves are not closed, what happens? Generally, the blood which moves into the into the pulmonary and systemic artery, that blood comes back into the ventricles. That is not a correct way. So that's why the semilunar valves are closed. When the semilunar valves are closed, then the second heartbeat sound is produced. That is called DUP. Second heartbeat sound, that is called DUP. Okay. So when the second heartbeat sound is produced, when the semilunar valves are closed, then the second heartbeat sound is produced, DUP. Okay, right. So the ventricular pressure declines or decreases further again and again. Then what happens? The tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open. Okay, due to the pressure in the atria. Okay. So due to the pressure in the atria, then the pressure is exerted by blood from the larger veins generally carries into the arteries. Okay, so then the blood is increased in the blood pressure is increased in the atria. Then the tricuspid bicuspid valves are open. Once again, the blood comes from atria to ventricles. Okay, so this is about cardiac diastole. Okay, are you clear? The cardiac diastole, here what happens? So generally the ventricular pressure is decreases. When the ventricular pressure is decreases, then semilunar valves are open. When the semilunar valves are ventricular pressure is decreases, then semilunar valves are closed. Okay, so when the semilunar valves are closed, then the second heartbeat sound is produced. That is called DUP. Okay, right. So the ventricular pressure is declines further. What happens? Tricuspid, bicuspid valves are open. Okay, so when they are open, then the blood from atria to once again comes into ventricles. So that is called that is about cardiac diastole. Okay, right. Now we know the cardiac output. Okay, cardiac output. So what is cardiac output? Cardiac output means how much blood comes out from the heart. Okay, right. So first we know that. So cardiac output. So cardiac output, right. If we measure the cardiac output, we know about the stroke volume. Okay, so cardiac output is equal to generally the cardiac output. So cardiac output is equal to stroke volume. Stroke volume into number of heartbeats. Number of heartbeats. So number of heartbeats per minute. Okay, right. So if we know the cardiac output, first we know the stroke volume and number of heartbeats. If we multiply the stroke volume into number of heartbeats, then the cardiac output will be comes. Okay, right. So what is stroke volume? First we know the definition of the stroke volume. So stroke volume means the volume of blood pumped out from each ventricle per each heartbeat. Okay, right. So the volume of blood pumped out from the each ventricle, from each heartbeat, that is called stroke volume. Okay, right. Here cardiac output means what is the difference between cardiac output means the volume of blood pumped out from each ventricle per minute. Okay, so the volume of blood pumped out from the heart, from the each ventricle per a minute. Okay, so that is called cardiac output. Okay, stroke volume means the blood pumped out, the volume of blood pumped out per each ventricle per each heartbeat. But here the volume of blood pumped out from each ventricle per a minute. Okay, that is called cardiac output. So the stroke volume, in the stroke volume, 70 ml blood pumped from each ventricle per each heartbeat. Okay, the number of heartbeats. So generally per minute the heartbeats are 72. Number of heartbeats are 72 times heartbeat, 72 times heart beating. Okay, right, per minute. Okay, now to multiply these two. Okay, then how much it comes? 5040 milliliters blood pumped out per minute. Okay, so 5040 ml blood pumps out in each minute. Okay, that means 5 liters. 5 liters. Okay, nearly 5 liters. 5 to 6 below, 6 between. Okay, 5 to 6. So 5 liters. So a healthy human contains 5 liters of blood. Healthy person contains 5 liters of blood. Okay, this is about the cardiac output. Okay, right. So now we know the double circulation. So what is double circulation? So double circulation means what? Here we see this diagram, the second diagram. Here what I draw the second diagram, you please observe it. Okay, so this is the second diagram about to know the double circulation. Okay, right. So double circulation. Okay, right. So double circulation. So double circulation includes two circuits, two pathways. One is systemic path. One is pulmonary pathway. The second one is systemic pathway. Okay, these two pathways are included in the double circulation. Okay, right. So what is pulmonary pathway? So pulmonary pathway means generally the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle. This is the right ventricle. Okay, so the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle passed into the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Okay, the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle passed into the lungs through pulmonary artery. So whereas the oxygenated blood passed into the left ventricle, left atria, passed into the left atria through pulmonary veins, okay. So whereas the oxygenated blood passed into the left side of the auricle, left atria through pulmonary vein, this circuit pathway is known as pulmonary pathway, okay, right. So pulmonary pathway, okay, this is this circuit, pulmonary pathway, okay. Here the systemic pathway. So systemic pathway means the oxygenated blood from the ventricle, from the left ventricle, passed into the tissues, organs through the systemic artery, okay. So whereas the deoxygenated blood moves into right atria through the caval veins, okay. So deoxygenated blood moves from the tissues to right atria through caval veins. This circuit of pathway is called as systemic pathway, okay, right. So these two pathways included in double circulation. This is about double circulation, okay, right. Thank you.